All right, what can I help you with today?
It's a two-pronged question. The first portion of it is when you've lost everything numerous times, like in Joel 1, how the locusts come in, how do you know when your testing is over and the restoration of all the loss will begin? And then the second portion of the question is, in the in-between time while it's getting restored, how do you not play financial catch-up like every month as a result?
All right, this is deep and theological, and it's going to be fun. All right, so part number one to your question, right? When you've lost everything. Now, you know, Carl, you know I love you enough that I want to have a frank conversation with you. You haven't lost everything. You've still got your mind. You've still got your smarts. You've still got your work ethic. You've still got your focus. You've got your knowledge of Jesus. You've got Jesus. I mean, I just want to challenge the language first and foremost and go, hang on a minute.
Sure.
You haven't lost everything. You've maybe lost some money. Well, that's the easiest bit to get back, right?
Yeah.
So, and then the second thing you said was, how do we know when the testing is finished? What if I said to you that it never finishes?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't reckon it ever finishes. I mean, I'm still being tested all of the time. It's one of the Lord's way to find out what we can handle. You know, because there is a promotion that takes place in the kingdom, and we read from Scripture that the people that did it, you know, His will, His way, got promoted further than those that didn't. So He's always going to want to kind of, you know, check us to find out if we've passed enough tests. Not because He's a performance-based, well, He is a performance-based dad. Our salvation is not performance-based. Well, it is His performance, not ours, which is beautiful. But in terms of your promotion, like, there will be challenges and tests because He's too much of a good dad to take us somewhere that's detrimental to us. Right? So he's going to want to just check us along the way. So I guess, you know, my thoughts are it's never going to stop. So we just need to kind of be okay with the fact that the testing never stops, right? The other part to your question is, how do you make sure that you're not playing catch up? Listen, if you come off a really bad baseline, like if you did lose everything financial, then sure, it just takes a long time, right? And longer than we probably think to come back from that. You know, you might be carrying debtors, or, you know. You're right, you go.
Yeah, I just noticed that all my friends haven't gone through literally like a tenth of what I've gone through, and yet they're all like, they usually say to me, "Oh, it must be some curse on your life or something like that." There, and I'm like, well, I've prayed off all the curses and that sort of stuff there, but yet it just seems to be like 30 years longer than what everyone else has gone through. Well, that's what it seems.
Yeah. So I mean,
like, well, when is it going to happen?
If you've prayed off the curses, and you don't need to worry about curses ever again, prayer either works or it doesn't. He's either God or He isn't, right? So we don't need to be we don't need to be hiding and digging around in our past. I mean, that's if Jesus forgave our past, we don't need to go back too much and worry about it. So listen, I guess is there a practical element to this? You know, like, it's great to focus on the spiritual, and there's quite often some clues there, but you know, I'd be looking at your 9, 10, 11-hour day and wondering, are you on your phone to leads every 5 minutes? Are you, calling up debtors? Are you chasing down quotes? Are you going to do free work to get momentum so you can get testimonials to get future work? Are you doing the physical work and smashing out the day and making minutes matter? Because usually, once the spiritual stuff's been addressed, it's normally a strategy issue. I'm not suggesting you're not working hard, but I'm wondering if it's put to the right things. Are you doing the activity on a minute-by-minute basis during the day to drive your business forward? And my guess would be, we can all improve in that area. My guess would be, you've been through the spiritual journey. Now you've just got to go really deep into your business. Start marketing to 5 times as many people or 10 times as many people. Tell your story to a much bigger audience. Start producing content like I am. Start pushing it out to the world. Start chasing down opportunities on the phone. That's the stuff that's likely to make the difference. Once you've addressed the spiritual, you told me that. Now it's just a strategy thing. Come up with a strategy where you get to explode your business, right? Let me put it to you this way. How many clients, how many customers have you worked with in 2018? It doesn't need to be exact, just a ballpark would be good.
Probably about 10.
Okay,
to
10.
15.
10 to 15. We'll call it 12 because that's somewhere between 10 and 15.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my thinking.
Yep.
If I said to you, Carl, you've got to do 120 in 2019, you'd be like, wow, that's heaps. That's a massive jump. Great. What kind of work, what kind of strategy, what kind of tactics would you need to go from 12 to 120? That's the kind of thinking you need that's going to, now you may not get to 120. You might go from 12 to 23. Well, that's great. You're making more money, right? Mm-hmm. But forcing you to think a lot bigger means you kind of can't go back from there. So what would be your strategy to go to 120? I would document that and I would start chasing that down. Now, if you don't get there and you get if you get better than you had this year, then you're winning. But I think you've probably got to look at the strategy and the tactics of what you're investing in every single day. And they need to line up with where you want to be. I can tell you're a very spiritual person, so you've ticked that box. You don't need to worry about that side of your life anymore. You need to stay committed to God. You need to stay intimate with Him every day, but you don't need to worry about that side of your life anymore. It's behind you. It's past, right? You just need to go. You just need to go fight for profit every single day for the rest of your life.